We're releasing some hummingbirds that we had to finish raising. I'm just going to open this up and let them leave. Yep. Hi.
There's another one in here. We're going to go leave them alone for a little bit. We've got hummingbird feeders here, and we've got honeysuckle blooming.
Yep. Well, good. Okay, well.
They've got feeder. They've learned how to use this feeder.
Do the walk.
Fortunately, it's a windy day. They've been buzzing around in there real good.
I heard a little baby cheep. We're putting out our hummingbird feeder.
Again, it's refilled.
You got to fill it every day. Oh, here we go. Hey, baby.
It's one we released a week ago.
Yeah, this is one of our babies we released a week ago, and he's still. In fact, we've got two of them hanging around here. Knew I could hear him. Anyway, oh, there he is. He's just up over the lilacs. Yeah, he's up in the lilac bush right there. So anyway, it's just super fun to see these baby hummingbirds. There he is up on the branch. There's both of them up in the lilac bush right now. And just let them spend the summer with us and let them migrate out. So anyway, we're just having fun with baby hummingbirds.
Take one of these.
Hi, I'm Martin Tyner with Southwest Wildlife Foundation. This is my beautiful wife, Susan. It's early in the morning.
16 grams. How about that?
Our little baby is 16 grams right now. This is a chipmunk. And you can see how Susan is really our small mammals expert. She does an amazing job of bottle raising these little guys. So Sue, tell us about what you're doing here.
Okay, we had 4 baby chipmunks come in 2 weeks ago. They were what we'd call pinkies. Basically no hair at all. You could see the faint pigment of stripes under their skin. And come on.
So these were newborns.
These were newborn, brand newborn chipmunks. They were discovered when someone went up to clean out their cabin on the mountain. And I guess they picked up a tube. I don't know if it was a shipping tube or a paper, or wrapping paper, whatever. But a chipmunk came running out of that tube, and inside they found a nest with these 4 babies, and they brought to us. Obviously, you don't want to encourage rodents inside of your house or cabin. And mother was already disturbed, so. It might be a robin. You know, I am getting old and getting confused, and now I'm not recognizing babies as quickly as possible.
I think it's a robin.
It just seems somehow a little bit different. It seemed way more colorful. The skin and everything was quite yellow. And something you'll notice too about these babies, you have to get them cleaned all the time. You feed them and they poop. And and it's a huge one. It's like it's like encapsulated.
Yep.
And then I have to take everything out. That's why we go through so many paper towels. And I'll put a new layer in there. But yeah, that's part of the process. Let's see, grab another.
And you know, lots of birds, like the birds of prey especially, when they poop, they squirt. And they squirt it out of the nest to actually a relatively good distance. They can squirt it,
Well, and
a
all,
few feet,
all
but-
bird species do that. Sorry.
yeah, but
This is just a
then-
little high. It couldn't get over the edge.
Yeah, but a lot of these, like this robin, it comes out basically encapsulated to help keep the nest clean as well.
It doesn't eat very much at a time. Get some food ready for the cottontail here. I won't be able to get that much. That's 3 milliliter syringe. This is the one. It's not wanting to feed much anymore. It's eating a lot of the alfalfa and grasses I'm putting in here in this playpen with it. And it just wants to be wild again. We had 2 of these little guys come in. We've had 1 survive. It says it's really, really difficult. This is, 3.1 ounces in grams. It's 89 grams now. It was up to 91 grams last night, but I may have gone a little bit longer between feedings. And I need to go pick some fresh grains, and he is being difficult. I don't know which it is, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Sorry. He doesn't want to cooperate with me or
People
with
want to
you.
see his face.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come over this side.
Sounds good. Come on.
Yeah, that's actually one of the issues that we have with these small wild rodents is when they're really young, it's hard to get them feed because it's so tiny. But once you get them eating, you're okay. But when they get to about this age, they start to go wild and they don't want to eat from you anymore. But if you don't supplement the alfalfa and the grasses and the grains and those kinds of things with milk, not cow's milk, but with the nursing formula,
Specialized formula.
then they actually end up losing weight and they don't survive. So they will fight you, not wanting to eat, but they have to eat, and so that the weaning stage can be very difficult.
Can you hear them chitter in the background? They
Yep.
want to eat too. Oh, shall I get a weight on these? I haven't weighed these in a while. They're very vigorous eaters. 59 grams. Growing good. All righty, kid.
We may have to take a trip up to Park City to release these, since they're not the same as our
bushy-tailed ground squirrels.
our bushy-tailed ground squirrels that we have here. So we may have to take a little drive. Be nice to take a nice Sunday drive.
They were rescued by a retired school teacher and the neighbor kids and her husband. And I haven't been sending videos. They've wanted updates, and I've been so busy. It's all I can do to just get them fed and get back to other chores, and not enough sleep. Hi, and they are growing nicely. They're up to about, what did I say? 51 grams. And let me go ahead and feed them a little bit, so you can get a quick glimpse of what's going on here. They eat really vigorously and hungry. You can hear them chitter. And we may have to, since these are a little different from our ground squirrels here, our ground squirrels have longer tails, longer bodies, and bushy tails. They are both ground squirrels, but of different types, and I'm not familiar enough with which is which. So I'll have to see if
We may need to make a trip up to Park City to release them so that they're back where they came from.
Yeah.
With the birds, because they're migratory, that's not a big deal. But some of these little mammals, we want to make sure that we don't locate species in the wrong place.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen the species down here. Doesn't mean they don't exist here.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these short-tailed ones here either.
So, okay, let me put you back in. That's good for now. I just want to send you guys a glimpse. So thank you for bringing these guys in. They're all doing very well. And another week or two, they'll be ready to go.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Rolling.
Rowan. Hi, baby. Yes, so hungry. So I've been learning on this dove all kinds of ways. We've been successful raising them, but apparently they do very well on everything. But the goal is to get them to think they're putting their head in their mama's mouth, because the parents regurgitate food. I don't know if you can see. Is the light good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a soft piece of dog kibble. It's like, let me give you one more that's been soaked like we feed the robins and things and sparrows and finches. Come here, face this way so Martin can see you. See, and he wants to put his beak in a parent's mouth, which we're making our hands simulate, because it's hard to force a beak open. So he opens it himself and then he eats. Now, that's one thing. Another thing we started doing is I took Martin's vice grip and took a little spoon, and we need to give them some seeds, and until he learns to start pick his own. Whoops, I spill a lot. Up, and we knock things over a lot. And yes, I have clutter, but when you have to have baby season, you just keep rearranging things over and over, and they don't get a whole lot better. I can clean one day, and by the end of the day, it's changed. So, and I know there's no water in there, so you can put water in the spoon, but for me, I found it easier to give him some grain and then give him some water in the syringe. Then I can check him in the day. It says their cups are here. Not too full yet, huh? Not too full yet. Ah. Okay, look that way, look that way, look that way. I wish I could just get one of my fingers out of the way. So yeah, he's kind of getting a dry meal, but we'll follow it with water. The parents usually eat the seed and the water, and then they regurgitate. So that's probably good feeding. Watch him for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Give some water. And then I still have the exact formula. I also mix that up and feed him that. I gave him that at his 4 a.m. feeding. He had the exact formula. Whoops, too far. Yes. And I've only just started supplementing with the dog food this year, and it's like, okay, all seems to work for the little guys. Once you get past figuring out how to get them to open their mouth, once they imprint on you and then they open their mouth for you, it makes it easy. You just got to get it down past the airway. Almost tube feeding, but not. Otherwise, you can't go this fast on normal birds. They'd be aspirating it. But since their instinct is to stick their mouth in their parent's mouth, they kind of shut their airway and open their
Crop.
Yeah, open the tube to the crop. And there's some water. And I'll check him again later if I feel seed and no water. If it feels tight with seed, I can give him more water. And then I adjust so he's getting forget what the bird mixture is called, the baby bird hand feeding diet.
Exactly.
Getting big seed, yeah, getting some dog kibble. This is a lemon rice food times that I like. Hi, little dove. Don't know if he's morning or ringneck, but they're cute either way.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, baby. Yes, this way. Come over this way. Come over this way. Just adorable critters. So I've been finding these one of the easiest to raise.
It's a good one to teach our volunteers on.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, this is Little Salt Lake, which is kind of ironic because it's not so little anymore. Little Salt Lake, again, is a dry lake. It's an alkali lake, so it's no fish or anything lives in there. And so it's one of the places I used to fly model airplanes, model gliders out here in the dry lake bed. But you can see there's no dry lake bed. In fact, we've got some little diver ducks, ruddy ducks, I would bet.
Window if you want, you can probably get a much better view than me.
Let's see. Can I show you?
Yeah, pull off over to the other side.
There's some
Ducks.
little ruddy ducks. So out there. Again, this whole area was a critical wetlands when the pioneers first got here, and it was all drained. The water was diverted from the mountains to for agriculture, and so this was allowed to go dry, and Rush Lake Ranch went dry, and so there was nothing there. You can see the fencing going across. You know, that divides public lands from private land. On the left side is private ground, and on the right side it's public ground. But when that fence was put in 100 years ago, there was no water here.
It already was dried up.
So anyway, that's our.
I guess it's Little Salt Lake as compared to the Great Salt Lake.
It is. So anyway, that's our dry lake, and again, this is somewhat historic since, you know, this has never ever been full like this in over 100 years. I've been here for 44 years, and it's, other than just muddy,
You'd water now and then, but it's never been this full, huh?
never anything like this at all. So anyway, our terrain has changed quite a bit. So that's our little Salt Lake.
You can drive.
Well, I can see little sandpipers out there. Mallard ducks are out there. Yep. Which is mosquitoes. Look at those millions of
Oh
mosquitoes.
my gosh, yeah. I don't think we want to see those. Yep, there they are.
Yeah, you're getting eaten alive here by mosquitoes. It's going to be a really bad mosquito.
Yeah. Cool. I wanted to see it while there was actually water in it. Not just a mud puddle. Finally learning how to pick seeds. Cute little dove we've been hand raising. Quite sure it's a ringneck dove and not a mourning dove. Ringnecks are Asian. They're not native, so we can't release them. But Tiffany says she will take him home to be her pet. So native species we have to release, and that's our goal to do. And when they're little babies, sometimes it's hard to tell which species they are. Yeah. So this is his very first time picking at the seed. Yeah. And you're throwing it all over. Yes, keep going. Keep going. You need to keep picking. Cute little babies.
You want to talk about him for a minute while you're holding him?
Yeah. Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, this is a little cottontail that we bottle raised. And he's ready to release. He doesn't need us anymore. He just wants to eat plants. Doesn't want formula anymore, and it's time to turn him loose. So I'm ready to turn him loose. Give him a shot back in the wild.
Okay.
I don't trip here. I'm just gonna put him in the brush. There's lots of brush and places for him to hide, and
Yep.
lots of food out
He
here.
disappears pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's invisible in the brush. So he'll be able to hide
there
and
he
nibble
goes.
and eat, and eventually find some more rabbits out here, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yay, bunny.
That was a lot of work getting that little bunny raised.
It was.
Okay, thanks guys. We'll talk to you later. Okay. This is a barn owl. It was Orphan's one that we finished raising up. And he's all ready to go. He's all mad at me. He thinks he's going to kill me. He's completely wild and beautiful little guy. And this is a little alternative place that we can release them. This is basically out north of town. We've got quite a few trees in the area out here, and we're out, this is a wetlands from the Cedar City water treatment plant over here. So this place is just loaded with field mice. So this would be a great place for him to be. It's far enough away from people and the roads that he should be just fine. And I'm not going to force him to fly. He just, yes, you're just a vicious little guy. But we love him anyway, even if he does think that he hates me. Yes, you do. But that's okay. I think you're a beautiful little owl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, my little friend. So, we had to wait till evening time. It's getting close to 7:30 in the evening. Let it cool down a little bit before he turned loose. But we wanted to get him turned loose while there's still enough daylight that he can find a good place to roost and a good little hunting perch to start his life. Okay, little friend. Take care of yourself. Rid the world of those evil mice. Okay.
Brought them some travel meals till they form their own stash. Hello, guys. Go on with your friend. Sibling. Go on with your sibling.
We're releasing some little chipmunks that we bottle raised.
For you some stash here and there that you can find.
Lots of pine cones here for them to eat.
Yes, they do eat pine cones and they eat plants. I see one. Did the other two disappear?
Yeah, I just got this one right here.
They disappear fast
Oh, here's one right here, Sue.
in the vegetation. Yeah. Oh, there's a strawberry piece. You guys like those, huh? And almonds. Let's see where they put the other one.
Here's the other one right over right here. Okay.
There's stash back here. There's a hole under the tree. Some over here. Until they establish where their little place is going to be. This will help them. Yep, they're by your feet, one by each foot.
Yep.
And the third one is somewhere.
He went that way.
So, yep,
Okay, little guys.
left them some food stashes while they explore and find a home.
Got himself one of the almonds.
Oh, yes.
Now he's running off with it. Got a treasure.
Yep. Lots of places for them to go here. This is be a good spot.
Okay. Well, another successful release. Well, good morning. I'm Martin Tyner with Enoch Wildlife Rescue, and this is a really, really beautiful morning here, late July, and we're going to do one of my very, very favorite things, and that's do a wildlife release. We're in my front yard under our lilac bushes, and we have a sweet, dear little friend that we're going to be turning loose back to the wild today. You know, everybody thinks of me and eagles and the work that I do of rescuing these big, beautiful eagles and how important that work is, and it is. That's true. But it is no more important than rescuing a hummingbird. Hummingbirds are extremely important to our ecosystem. They eat mosquitoes, and I hate mosquitoes. And I love it that these beautiful little animals eat a lot of mosquitoes. They help pollinate our plants. Hi, baby. Can I pick you up, or are you gonna just? You see, it's early morning, so he was sleeping. Hi. Oh. You come up here.
We just set his feet back inside until he's ready to leave.
Yeah, we can. Hi, baby. But oh, there he goes.
Oops, you woke him up.
I woke
He
him
went
up.
fast up into the trees.
He's right here.
Oh, there he is.
He's right there.
Okay.
You know, if you would have asked me, 10, 20 years ago, if it was even possible to take a hatchling, a new baby hummingbird, and raise it up full grown and ready for release, I would have said no, that's just would be impossible. They're far too delicate. But it is possible. It takes a little bit of care. It takes a little bit of specialty syringes and tubes to feed them, and just a whole lot of patience. But it is absolutely wonderful to see this beautiful, beautiful little creature happy and flittering around, and we put out his feeder. Oh yes, look at that wag of his tail. How beautiful. We've got quite a few other small hummingbirds flying around our front yard that we've released this year.
Anyhow, his feeder, we took it out of his little box. The one that he's gotten used to is that one. And then he will get used to the one we've got hanging up over here too, that the hummingbirds come and use all the time. And we've got flowers around our yard. So, okay, little guy. When you're ready, you can go chase bugs.
Well, like I said, it's still very early in the morning. It's 6:30, and he was still sleeping, and it takes them a little time to wake up. But we just wanted to let you see another little wildlife release, one of our baby hummingbirds.
And it'll stay open. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Martin Tyner with the Enoch Wildlife Rescue, and we have a beautiful little robin here.
Raised it from a little baby.
Yeah, it was a little hatchling.
Didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, it was too young to even know.
Okay.
And so we're going to release it. Susan gets all the credit for this one. And just bring this
Tip it sideways, yep, and it'll stay
just
up.
like that.
Hey, little guy.
And what we'll do is we'll just leave this cage here with food and water, so the little robin can kind of come and go. It's been fed a really big breakfast, and so it's
been coming out in the house, so it knows how to come in and out of that door.
yes.
But yep, I packed it full this morning. It's still got some fruit in the little blue lid, and if it needs more food later, we can give it more. But it does know how to catch crickets, and it knows how to eat mealworms, and we've got all kinds of bugs around the yard, so we'll just let him explore when he's ready.
So that's 2 wildlife releases this morning. So that's a really good morning. And so we'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
These guys always think they're starving. They came in, I don't know, I lose track of time, a week or more ago. And they're in the Flycatcher family, a Western Kingbird. I think they're also called Western Flycatcher. I don't know if they're two separate species or the same. We've always called them the Kingbirds. They're cute, but they're the obnoxious kind that dive bomb everybody else that comes around in their territory and makes lots of noise. But yeah, they're cute. They're entertaining. They're good bug eaters. Get some over here. I have some young hummingbirds.
Well, good morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Enoch, Utah, and we're going to have a release of this beautiful little hummingbird that we've got right here. But I'd like to tell you a little story, and it's a story I've said many, many, many times, and so you've probably heard it a bunch, but I'm going to say it again. I heard a story when I was a young child. And the story is about a father and a son. And after a really, really bad storm along the coast, the father and son decided to go for a walk along the beach and see what the storm had washed up. And as they were walking along the beach, they came across thousands and thousands of starfish that were stranded on the sand. So the little boy, I hear a pest, Cody. So the little boy walked over and found a starfish that was still alive, and he picked it up and he threw it back into the ocean. And then he picked up a second starfish and threw it back into the ocean. And then he picked up a third starfish and threw it back into the ocean. And the father said, "Son, what are you doing?" And the little boy says, "I'm saving these starfish." And the father says, "Well, son, you know, you can't save them all." And the little boy says, "I know," as he picks up the next starfish, "but I can save this one." And people ask me all the time, you know, why do I do what I do? What is this whole wildlife rescue thing all about? And this little hummingbird is a great example of the reason that I do what I do. Now, biologists would say, it's a hummingbird. What value is it? You know, to put all the time and energy of feeding this little guy every half hour and, getting no sleep, caring for these little creatures, just for a hummingbird. But many of you will remember that my previous golden eagle named Bud, not Scout, Scout's just fine, but my previous golden eagle named Bud was bitten by a mosquito and died of West Nile virus. And that was very, very crushing to me, because I've saved a lot of eagles in my life, but I couldn't save Bud. And the truth of the matter is, these hummingbirds eat a lot of mosquitoes. If we would have had another hummingbird that would have eaten the mosquito that bit my best friend, Bud would be here today. If we had maybe one more common nighthawk that eats a lot of mosquitoes, or flycatchers that eat a lot of mosquitoes. And so this little guy right here, he will spend his life, however long it will be, pollinating flowers for us, which we really love, and eating insects, which is a wonderful thing for them to do. And So he has great value to me personally. So that's why I do this, why I rescue these guys and return them back to the wild, because this hummingbird is not insignificant. This hummingbird may eat a mosquito that is carrying West Nile virus that may infect someone or something that you love. Oh, my little friend. Hi, little hummingbird.
He's been buzzing all over, and his sibling's not quite feeding good enough yet. Hopefully in a few days the sibling will be ready, but I didn't want to hold this one any longer.
And not only we released the hummingbird this morning, but I got a beautiful little orphaned Swainson's hawk that we have raised that we will be releasing as well.
It's caught on the flower there.
I know, I'm trying to get it off.
He'll buzz up in a minute. Huh. He'll buzz up in a minute.
There we go, baby.
Now that he knows he can leave. Sits up on the branch, right near our feeder up there. I don't know if I'm on the right spot. Can't see. There he is.
Yeah, you can move in closer, Sue.
Don't want to spook him. But he's good and close to a feeder where he'll see other hummingbirds come and go all day long. Well, have a great day, everybody. Okay, come on up. Let's go join your friend. Join your brother. There they go up together. We released one yesterday, and they're both up there together.
Don't pick at your brother. I don't care. Don't pick at your brother. Let's see, where are we going to put him? Probably a little further away from Striker.
Yeah, a little further away from Striker is a good idea, since he's just right there close. These are actually kind of birds that'll chase hawks and falcons and things. They'll dive bomb them when they get into their territory. But these guys are still young, so they're not real smart. There you go. Come on. He doesn't want to get off. And this other one flew over here by himself. So, yep, they can fly real good, but they really want us to feed them. They're nice and fat, and they think that they're starving. Bye, guys. Go catch your own food.